Well, my name is Aine Dixon, and I run a social enterprise called Sustainable Youth Development Foundation, which is located in Mpelere. Though right now we are in a transit, trying to relocate, hopefully to our own premises. Of course, you all know what it means when it comes to rent expenses. So that is why this whole setting is like this. Under normal circumstances, would be in our normal working place. What we do as Sustainable Youth Development Foundation, mainly our theory of change is to combat unemployment among the youth through hands-on skills training and development. And in this, we look at quite a good range of skills that is hands-on. And of course, these will include, when you say hands-on or skills, most people think of plumbing, electric installation, welding, and all this. But as Sustainable Youth Development Foundation, we're looking at those skills that, one, they are easy to start as a business, and you do not need a lot to invest in to start or to learn. And these are skills like learning how to make reusable sanitary towels, learning how to make liquid soap, hair shampoo, making paper bags. I mean, you look at all things that are possible that someone can make. For instance, you can make bags out of sacks. You can make, bags out of recycled plastics. I mean, anything. These are the skills that we're trying to look at. And of course, when it comes, as the name it is, sustainable, we look a lot at sustainability. We don't want to have someone who has learned a skill and it ends at that. We want to look at the level of sustainability. What will happen after you've learned this skill? So eventually it will have to turn into a business. And how does it turn into a business? You have to have a product on the market. That is why we bring in our reusable sanitary towels. Can look at them. Yes, we are still working on the packaging because packaging is expensive, as you might all know. And of course, we are looking at packaging that is eco-friendly. Then we also have paper bags. At the moment, the paper bags that we produce are customized. They are based on our clients, like this one. So we haven't yet started making our own paper bags that we put out on the market. We are making for clients who pay, and then that revenue is put back into equipping young people with more skills. We also have hair shampoo, which is not here with me right now, and the liquid soap. We also have a section of tailoring where we make bags. Of course, that's where also the production of the reusable sanitary towels happens. We also have the bakery, and all these you might not be able to see them in this video because, like I said at the beginning, that we are in the middle of a transition. When you look at all these skills that I've talked about, it's not easy to have all this list of skills, implementing and training people, empowering people, young people especially with these skills. It comes with a lot of expenses, it comes with a lot of passion. So the time I joined CHUSA, this was a program under Einstein Rising, and it was codenamed Social Enterprise for Africa. Of course, they took us through a training, and eventually the climax was to pitch for some support, financial support, which I happened to be one of the beneficiaries. That was around 2019. Before the training, I was doing lots of all this, out of passion, not attaching the business element, in all this. You'll juggle from this, that, and you're working out of passion. You want to help quite a number of people, and before you know it, you're closed. You can't operate anymore. So with the training, it helped me look at how do I run this to be sustainable, how do I put a product on the market and try to boost it, market it, and at the end of the day it brings returns. So we looked at things like the business model. We looked at things like how do you conduct marketing, how do you manage this whole social enterprise as an enterprise. Because I remember before the training, I would mix all the finances, the money that I'll get from the paper bag, it ends up getting into the reusable sanitary pads. It ends up, and at the end of the day, you cannot actually do the accountability properly. So out of this training, I managed to learn how to, segment all these and make them departments that, yes, they are interrelated, but they run separately, independently, yet at the end of the day, they feed into the entire enterprise. So that is something that I learned, and I'm sure probably the CHUSA team at that time when I joined, they kind of thought maybe I was an expert already, but I wasn't. I was actually learning a lot, and it has helped me to this extent that I'm actually looking at, shifting and relocating to our own premises. This has come to pass because of the knowledge that I got out of the skill, and of course the support that we got. Yes, we were affected by the lockdown, because this was 2019, and then after that it was the lockdown. But still, we managed to acquire equipment out of the resources that we were supported with. We managed to boost the tailoring section, and in particular the reusable sanitary towels. And actually, we started on a new product by then, which is the reusable diapers. And of course, this came in as a demand, because at that time we're also so much into working with teenage mothers. And they would come to learn different skills, and you find that they have the diapers are really a challenge to them, because they have to buy at least two diapers on a daily basis. And when you look at that in terms of finances, for a teenage mother, it's not something that can really be sustained. So that's how this product came into play. It actually came in at the same time when we had just gotten that financial support. So it was arranged and planned for, yet it wasn't the case. What can I say about CHUSA? I mean, like the saying goes, who gives you knowledge gives you more than cash. So the knowledge that CHUSA has given me has actually taken me places. And sometimes I know when I post out there on the socials, people think that this guy has made it and he's knowledgeable. But there's somewhere where I got this knowledge from. And even the confidence, because out of the program with CHUSA, I ended up joining Sawa World. And up to now, I still work with Sawa World as a trainer, and not in just one skill, in reusable sanitary towels, paper bags, financial literacy, marketing, and all this came as a result of CHUSA. So I don't even have more to say to that, but I'm really grateful. And at this point, I really want to wish CHUSA the best of anniversaries that can ever be. To the community, sometimes, when we had just started as a Sustainable Youth Development Foundation, I remember at that time, the issue of menstrual hygiene, menstrual management was a huge challenge. Yes, it is still a challenge, but at least it's somewhere there are good steps in the right direction. It was more challenging to me as a man to stand in front of a class of girls and tell them about menstrual health. And this was the entry point of how we started onto the reusable sanitary pads, because first it was menstrual hygiene management in schools, and then we realized that, okay, yes, the girls need the knowledge, but yes, after the knowledge, what next? Knowledge will not apply if you do not have the product, because they could not access the sanitary towels. First and foremost, they were not in the canteens, even the disposables. And again, if they were to get the disposables, they were expensive. So to the community, let us embrace each and every single skill that comes our way, regardless of what it is. Because recently I just learned a skill of making bags out of recycled plastic bags. bags that are so beautiful, so fashionable that you know you can look at and you're like, is this really a recycled plastic bag? So skills are the way to go. Skills are the way to go. So to the community out there, yes, formal education is okay, but add something to that formal education, and it should be a skill that can earn you a living on a daily basis. Thank you so much.